Good afternoon, Jets Nation. Welcome to the Jets Show. And could the Sun God potentially return to the Jets? Find out in today's video. So according to DJ Ben Im, Robby Anderson's preferred destination in a trade is the Jets. He has some unfinished business done in New York and also likes Zach Wilson's talent. Now, this doesn't mean Anderson is going to get traded, and I really haven't seen or heard any trade rumors about Robby Anderson going around yet. But if Anderson has picked out a preferred destination, you would have to assume there has been some conversations going around in Carolina. So if Anderson is made available, should the New York Jets trade for him? Well, if you're looking at Anderson's stat sheet, the biggest thing that pops out is the amount of games he's missed, which has been 2 in a 6-year career. Anderson has been available for 95 of the 97 career games he could have played, which is a very good thing. And the New York Jets are a team that has been dealing with an injury problem for a very long time. We need to add players who have been consistently healthy in their football careers this off season, and getting a guy like Robby Anderson, who's only missed 2 games in his entire career, would definitely accomplish that. Robby Anderson also was a fan favorite with the Jets in the 4 years he was here. I mean, every Jets fan loved him. I don't know a single Jets fan who hated Anderson. A ton of guys bought his jersey. But Anderson is also coming off the worst season of his career from a receiving yard standpoint, and also had quite a bit of a drop problem that could potentially turn into a big problem for the rest of his NFL career. But this past season in Carolina, his quarterback play was terrible. Sam Darnold, PJ Walker, Cam Newton, didn't matter who was throwing the ball to Robby Anderson this past season. They were not good. And when you're a deep ball receiver like Robby Anderson is, it's really hard to play good football when the quarterback throwing you the ball is not doing it efficiently. And then the big question surrounding Anderson is whether or not he is a wide receiver number 1. And I think he is. Now, that might be a little bit of a hot take, but look at Anderson's stats whenever he's been with a solid deep ball passer, which has only been for 2 seasons in his entire career. 2017 with Josh McCown, he had 941 receiving yards and 7 touchdowns. And in 2020 with Teddy Bridgewater, he had 1,096 receiving yards and 3 TDs. And those are really the only 2 seasons he's ever played with a good deep ball passer. And if you could pair him up with Zach Wilson, who has a cannon for an arm, a guy who can flick a football 70 yards down the field with just a flick of his wrist, dangerous things could happen. I mean, Robby Anderson might not have proved he's a wide receiver number 1 yet, but he also hasn't played with a quarterback who matches his best skill set yet in his NFL career. And if you could match Robby Anderson with a true deep ball passer like Zach Wilson, dangerous things could happen, and Robby Anderson could turn into one of the best deep threats in the NFL. I mean, he already is one of the best deep threats, but he could turn into the best when paired with a quarterback like Zach Wilson. Now, his contract isn't exactly the best. He's getting paid $14.75 million a season. But if he isn't the player the Jets hoped he would be if we were to trade for him, he does have an out in his contract after this season. But it just depends on what Carolina wants for him in a trade as well. I mean, if they're wanting a 2nd-round pick for Anderson, I'm not really going to be that interested. I mean, those 2nd-round picks are very valuable. I mean, pick 35 and pick 38 in the 2nd round could land you some pretty good talent. But maybe a 3rd in Denzel Mims, I mean, I could be down for that. But, I mean, it just depends on what Carolina's offering for Robby Anderson. But if he is up for grabs, I do think he's someone the New York Jets should be targeting. Well, anyway, that is all I got for you guys today. If you enjoyed this video, let me know by hitting the subscribe and like button. Check me out on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok at @Jets for more content. You can also check me out on Let's Talk Sports, writing some Jets articles for them, and also opinion on some of the Jets podcasts. So if you guys are interested in that, check them out down below, and comment down below if you are interested in trading for Robby Anderson. Well, I'm your host, Jets, signing off for now. See you guys later. Peace.